Joanna. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Well, I finally got my kids to bed and I thought, why don't I do this? You're not waiting forever for me, but we're going to look into what is your marriage going to look like? That means sex, intimacy, traveling, finances, communication, whatever comes up, we'll talk about. So let's start off with these. I always love these. Let's see. What will Joanna's marriage be like? Okay, we got those right away. Soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. Trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. And we have past life relationship. You have known each other before. So I feel like because you've been waiting, it's because it's a soulmate and they're doing the work in order to get to you. I feel like we've talked about that in the past, like past readings, if I remember correctly, that the reason why he hasn't come forward, I'm sorry if I'm wrong. No, I think I'm right, but he hasn't come forward yet because he's still working on some stuff. So we definitely got the soulmate and we definitely have a past life connection. So again, that kind of goes hand in hand, soulmate and past life connections, because usually romantic partners or family members or friends usually show up time and time again. The roles might be changed in each life, but the same people, we keep interacting with this, for the most part, the same people over and over again, because we need to learn lessons with them. They're teachers, they're students, you know what I mean? So for sure, this connection is a soulmate connection, a past life connection, and it's important that you trust that this situation is calling for you to have faith. So to trust this guy once he comes into the picture, trust that he will treat you the way that you should be treated, and just trust the situation, trust God, the universe, that will have your back so that this could be a beautiful relationship. Let's look a little bit more. Let's look a little bit more into what will Joanna's marriage be like. What will her marriage be like? Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So right off the bat, I got the whole you're going, again, we've talked about this in the past about being comfortable with physical intimacy, that he's really going to make you feel comfortable, going to hold your hand, not in a bad way. It's going to be more of him showing you it's okay to explore these feelings, these ideas. He's going to be like the safe place for you for that. So he's going to be your safe place to explore and have fun. Okay, what else is going to happen in our marriage? Calling in your soulmates. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. So kind of like what we've talked about in the past before and what you've already have been working on, continue working on your manifesting, okay? So I know you do that a lot, which is great, that you work on like the law of attraction, manifesting, your dream board, vision board, lists, so keep doing it, okay? Keep working it. So that's a nice affirmation, confirmation that your hard work is coming through. Like my reading the other day, that one card pull about what you seek is seeking you. And like I said, the one situation, like a romantic relationship, is I know a lot of us get so caught up in on our side, like us manifesting, us being like, when is this going to happen? And for us wanting this unknown person, but at the same time we have to realize, take a step back and be like, wait, someone is manifesting me. Like this isn't, like I said, a one-sided energetic relationship. Someone is manifesting you, which is great. So just keep working on the things you need to work on, doing the inner work, being positive, visualize what this ideal relationship would be, and then with the whole manifesting, you pretend you live your life as if you are already experiencing it, because that will further attract what you want. So even though you don't have this guy in this relationship, you can essentially kind of like pretend like you do. Like you pretend that that you already know this guy and you're in a loving relationship and he's so kind and so loving. You know what I mean? Like, it's a good thing. So what else will her marriage be like? What will Joanna's marriage be like? And I have a bunch of decks. Sorry, you can see. My office is a mess. I've been buying tons and tons of decks. I'm kind of preparing for when we move and when when the twins go to preschool, I'll have more time to do readings and YouTube videos. So I'm kind of preparing now for when I hit the ground running. And anyway, I apologize for the mess, but I have a ton of decks. What will Joanna's marriage look like? Okay, pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Okay, let's get a clarification. What does that mean? What does that card mean? What does Joanna need to pay attention to? What are the red flags? Didn't you get this card before? I think you did. Maybe not. Maybe it's a general reading, one of the readings I did, YouTube or something. I can't remember, but this card has come up. Give a relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. So I feel like this, pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. It's more about you and the issues that bubble up to the surface when you guys will be talking, just living your day-to-day lives together. So when you start feeling like things, if you're triggered, let's just say it, if you start feeling triggered, you need to talk to him about it. You need to ask clarifying questions from him, and like let him know how you really feel or where you're coming from. So I don't feel like it's necessarily that he's a shady person. No, it's more of pay attention to the red flags. So that means more of, if something doesn't feel right, or if you're not quite sure, if you feel slightly uncomfortable, say it. Okay, I mean, no one's a you know what I mean? Most people are not mind readers. And guys don't like it when girls, or women, I should say, or people, I feel like I can say guys and girls with you. I'm trying to, without being totally PC, but you know what I mean? I feel like in your situation, your guy will not appreciate if you do pull that whole like female card, like, oh, you're supposed to read my mind. No, he will not appreciate that. Most guys do not appreciate, well, most people don't appreciate that. Tell him how you feel in the moment. If something triggers you, let him know and tell him where this is coming from, if it's him or if it's a past trauma, you know what I mean? So again, I don't feel like this is like he's shady and you need to worry. It's more of, if something doesn't feel quite right, or if you need clarification so you feel safer, say something. It's okay. And then give a relationship a chance. Work on the partnership. So that goes, you know, those two go hand in hand. And that's exactly what I just said. Give your relationship a chance. So that means communication. You need to work on it. That means having open communication, not just you saying things, but you listening to him, being an active listener. So that means zipping it. So when he needs to say something, that you're fully listening. Because a lot of times conflict happens when people are so ready. They're not listening to the other person because mentally in their minds, they're preparing their comeback. You know, they're preparing in their mind what they're going to say, and they're not listening to the person that they should be listening to because they're so busy in their head, getting ready for their comeback. So, or, you know, nasty remark. Not saying that you would do that, but give a relationship a chance, say what needs to be said, but then also hold the sacred space for him when things come up for him, what he needs to say. Because, you know, guys are just as emotional and feeling as women are. Masculine and feminine energy, there's no difference between feeling, you know what I mean? Like a lot of that stuff we were told growing up that, you know, women are very emotional and guys are really not. No, that's just sexist bullshit that we were raised to believe, and it's not true. Not true at all. Okay, so let's see. I think I might pull from a couple different tarot decks. I'm not quite sure. We're gonna do this one. Let's see. Is your relationship going to be, is your marriage going to be financially secure? Is your marriage going to be financially secure? And I don't necessarily mean like, are you guys going to be rolling in the dough? It's just, are you going to be financially secure? Are you guys going to be okay? Like, are you guys going to be financially secure? Okay. So we have the Queen of Wands in reverse. And then we have the Three of Cups. And then we have the Nine of Cups, so yes. Okay, so let me think. Okay, I gotta feel more about the Queen of Wands because it's a beautiful card, but it's in reverse. It's still a beautiful meaning, so I don't want you worrying about, oh my God, Keely, it's in reverse. No. So the Queen of Wands is usually, some people refer to her as kind of like the cold-hearted bitch. She says exactly what's on her mind, and she doesn't really have a filter. She doesn't tell difficult messages in a kind way. She just is like matter of fact. But with this in reverse, it's a little gentler. So she's going to be a little bit more gentler with her approach in this situation. So with the Three of Cups, there's celebration, there's friendship, there's family. Yeah, family, friends, camaraderie, people around you, but in a positive way. And then we have the Nine of Cups, which is like, it's almost the Ten of Cups. It's almost like the same feeling as the Ten of Cups of like abundance. Because look, I'm sorry about the glare. It's this woman, you got the cups in the air, and then you got the treasure at the bottom. So yeah, you're going to be financially secure. Like there's like a celebration within this. This is like almost the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups is usually like the picture of like the rainbow with all the cups, and then below underneath the rainbow is like the man and the woman, like children usually. It looks like a celebration. It's kind of like that card kind of symbolizes like the white picket fence, like a marriage, a white picket fence, you know, the ideal situation. So we got two cups going on. So cups usually deal with emotions. The pentacles is usually about finances, but I feel that you guys will be abundant, but more so you'll be financially secure, but I feel like you'll be really wealthy when it comes to your relationships with the people around you. Because I feel like with this card, with the Three of Cups, it's like celebration, it's a party, it's friends, it's your BFFs. Like I feel like really positive with this card. There's like no drama. It's just like each of them, they're like holding each other up, like not physically, but I feel like they're just supporting each other, like hugging, you know, embracing each other. And it's like loving, it's supporting, and they look up to the Big Dipper, another cup, essentially. Yeah, it's totally positive. So you'll have a wealth of love for sure, and friends. I mean, maybe not like a wealth, like a lot of friends, but the friends you do have will be really good, long-lasting, positive relationships, and you'll definitely have like the whole positive Nine of Cups vibes going on. So I'm just gonna look up stuff just in case if I missed anything, because I've been going back to the tarot, practicing some more, because there's nothing wrong with that, and there's nothing wrong with looking, because with how many decks I have, each deck, as you know, is different. Even tarot they have the similar underlying meanings, but sometimes certain decks, you know, have a couple. The authors will have like throw in a few more tidbits of information that might be pertinent to this reading. So, Okay, so more with this card, that what comes up with the Queen of Wands in reverse is about taking a risk, so that she's kind, so she's a little bit more kinder and gentler, but she's still asking you to take a risk, and that goes back to what I talked about, paying attention to the red flags, the trust card, and the give relationship a chance. You need to really kind of step out of your comfort zone and just do something that you haven't done before. So maybe even is about meeting this guy. Maybe you need to do later, after the social distancing stuff, but maybe that's how you meet this person, is because you might do something completely different than you've ever done before. You get out of your comfort zone. I don't know what that means. I don't know if that's like physically going to someplace, meeting someone, or online profile, like a dating profile, you know what I mean? But stepping out of your, in order for anything to change in your life, regardless, romance, whatever, like even this goes for myself and everyone, if you feel stuck and things are not progressing the way that you wish, you have to do something that's completely uncomfortable, something that is very scary. I mean, not like scary, like dangerous, you know what I mean? But something that's totally out of your comfort zone. Only then will you grow and things will change. So that's just what came up with that. So let's do... Yeah, so again, friendships, closeness, support, everything that I said, that's exactly, no new information there. And then let me just double check with this one. Yeah. So like I said, this is kind of like, this is totally like abundance. We're almost to the white picket fence. I mean, it's essentially almost that whole situation. I mean, there's this is still an excellent card to have. It's like your dreams and your wishes and your ambitions are coming true. You're almost to the 10 of Cups. Like, this is a good card. So it's almost the 10 of Cups, but not quite. But that's okay. You can get to like the 10 of Cups card energy, if you know what I mean. So there will be abundance. And again, abundance can mean anything. It can be abundance in love, financial security, but with this whole treasure at the bottom, I do feel like there's going to be a little bit more financial security than what you are used to, which would be wonderful, right? So continue working on the whole manifesting thing. So that's what comes through, is keep working on your manifesting of your love, for the love you want, the cash flow that you want, the opportunities you want, whatever it is, keep working on that. Keep working on it, because you're doing a good job. Just keep working on it. So let's see. Okay. Sorry, I'm looking on my decks to see what else can we do. Well, we will get to sex. We will get to that in a little bit, but let's see. Oh, okay. I got this new one. It's called the Enchanted Map. So let's see. Will you guys... Oh, I gotta put that card away. Will you guys... Let's see what messages come through here. And again, I've only used this maybe one other time, so I will be using the book. Like from... I don't know how Melanie Williams does it. I don't know if she does... This is not a diss. I don't know if she does, like she pulls the cards, like she shuffles and then gets the cards before she records her videos. And then shuffles, picks a card, looks up the definition, and then she records, or she kind of does what I do, where it's a combination of the card's meaning and then the messages that we're channeling. I'm just really interested because, she says she's got like over 100 or 200 decks. That's a lot of cards to memorize, and there's just no effing way, right? Anyway, I always find her so wonderful, and when she does stuff, I was like, oh my God, how does she know all that? But I think she channels a lot of the messages, which are usually pretty spot on. But we're going to use these and see, are you guys going to travel? Like, are you guys going to travel in a relationship? Are you guys going to travel? will you start to be able to travel? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, 2, 3. Okay, good. So far 3. Okay, 36. Commitment. Oh yeah. So these are kind of like these are very similar to, I forgot what other deck, but they're really cool. Is it the Wisdom of the Oracle? Oh yeah, because it's by the same person. So it's very similar. It's by the same person who did this one, and I like using this one. So yeah, so they're going to be similar feel and look of the images. So commitment. That's nice. Into the unknown. Okay. This is a good thing. You need to go into the unknown, and this person is going to be your safe person to do this. So like this woman, do you see how she's blindfolded, but her arms are not bound? Like she's dressed up so nice. Like she's ready for it. She's like, I don't know where the heck I'm going, but I'm dressed for the occasion. Whatever. You know what I mean? So, and it's the number 7. So I don't know if that number is significant to you, but, and then she's got a key and there's hearts. Is that a snake or is she unbound? Anyway, into the unknown for sure, because with this commitment, you've never experienced anything like this before. So it's totally new. You're going to uncharted, unknown territory, but it's a good thing. And then we have number 8, come together. So this has the 2 of Cups kind of feel, or 2 of Cups, or lovers, but mostly the 2 of Cups. So we got the whole soulmate feeling, which we got calling in your soulmate, past life relationship. Yeah, we got total partnership going on. We got love, we got romance going on. I don't know if we're gonna get the whole travel thing. What we're getting is, yes, romance is gonna happen. So just pay attention to the numbers 36, 7, and 8. So it'd be 3, 6, like the 3rd month, 6th day, or 36 months. I know that sounds terrible, but like 36 months, 7 months, 8 months, you know, the 7th month, the 8th month, whatever. Come together. Yeah, that's a good feeling. Okay, let's see if I can let's do one more of this one and see, are you guys going to travel? Are you guys going to travel? That's too many. Let's go. Okay, we'll do those. Okay, we got making a choice. Number 30. This is very much kind of like a 2 of Swords vibe to it, where it's the picture of the lady with the blindfold and she's got the 2 swords and she's got like the water behind her in the traditional tarot deck. That's the feel I got, where you're gonna be you're gonna have to make a choice. And I feel like this is you right now. Right now in this moment, this is your thing. Do you continue doing what you've been doing? Or like I said earlier, taking a risk and do something completely different. One thing is completely comfortable. You're comfortable with your uncomfortableness. Does that make sense? You know what to expect for the most part? Or do you do something completely different and you go into the unknown? I mean, yeah. The message I'm getting is, please choose the unknown. That's what I got. I'm sorry, but that's what I got. So I don't know what it is that you need to do. Only you can make those decisions of what is it that you'd feel I hope this makes sense. Whatever it is that you'd feel comfortable with doing to push yourself out about, like, because you're going to have to do something that makes you uncomfortable, but you need to do something that you know where you're safe. So like I said, if it's like dating profile, or once this whole social distancing stuff is done, maybe start going to more parties, family get-togethers, meetup groups. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like trying to be more social, like in person. I don't know. But I feel like you need to do something completely different than what you've been doing. Because you've been in this desert period, this dry desert. This is number 31. We all go through these phases, like a desert period, where like, it's just crappy. Like that was my 20s. That was from 20 to 29, 28 and a half, 9. Those were my desert period years. And right now in the last few years have been my desert period years as well. Where you're just like, when is this gonna end? When am I gonna run into my like oasis? When am I gonna like hit civilization and get to my water? Like when am I gonna see greenery? Again, the message I'm getting right now is you need to choose the unknown. You need to make the choice. You can do what you've been doing and expect what you've been experiencing, which I feel is you're just totally fed up with it because nothing's changing. It's the same old crap, different day. Or you can do something totally terrifying and do something completely different and just ride the wave, go with the flow, and see what happens. Because I really feel if you choose the other way, if you choose door number 2, that will lead you to the soulmate connection. Because I feel like if you just don't do anything and you keep doing what you're doing, it's going to take so much longer for you to attract this person. Because you're being asked and pushed by the universe. If you want change, you need to change. If you want change, you need to change. So sorry I didn't get the whole... Okay. So you got... I'm just going to take this card. I didn't get the whole traveling thing. Not yet, anyway. You got number 9, storm fields. Okay, so I don't want you being upset. If you were... Okay, how am I going to say this? When you choose to do something that's completely different and you go into the unknown, it's scary. It's going to totally turn your life upside down, and it'll be probably upsetting at first. Maybe things might fall apart, kind of like the tower moments of things need to fall away in order for new things to come through. Does that make sense? And storm fields. So like, I know you know this. After a huge storm, like during the storm, like it's raining, it's thundering, it's awful, there could be flooding. But then after the storm passes, and after a few days or weeks, there's all this new lush greenery, life. And it's kind of like you need to go through the storm in order to experience your rainbow, your lushness, your new life. You know what I mean? I hope that's coming through. So I feel like you need to go through this storm. You need to make this choice. You need to go in the unknown. It's going to disrupt a lot of stuff, but it needs to happen. Things and people need to fall away so that the new, better things and people can come forward. Because if you continue what you're doing, you're just going to still attract the same old bullshit. Same old crap, different day. Because like, for me, and most people will tell you, when you make a huge life change, it's chaotic, it's messy, it's scary. But once you ride that out, you realize you had to go through that to get to where you wanted to go. You needed to show yourself how strong you truly are and how you're worth the effort. I hope that makes sense. Okay, let's pick from... Let's talk about sex, baby. So what is your intimacy, your sex life gonna look like? again, sorry, the travel did not really come through. But maybe it will in the future. So I think we're just gonna go straight to the dirty, like the really dirty deck. Let's just go straight to the really dirty deck. So what is your sex life gonna be like with your, when you're married? What is your sex life gonna be like? Okay, 8 of Air. So this is that came up my erotic reading. It's the like pilgrim girl running from the Native American looking like dude. So I feel like role playing or cosplay, or even it could be even at just like lingerie, but kind of like role playing will be fun for you guys. I think that would be like, I feel like if you guys kind of role played, that would relax you a bit, bring fun and flirtation and imagination, and open you up, well, both of you up, to the more playful aspect of intimacy. And then we have, okay, this one likes to come out quite a lot, because when I, this card likes to come out. It's Strength, and it's a picture of a woman hugging a ginormous phallus. So, okay, what comes to mind when I see this card is kind of like, I must be really dirty, and I know, like cock worship or phallus worship. And it's not derogatory. It's not demeaning to the female energy, and it's not demeaning to the masculine. It's more of the energy I feel from this card is the woman or the feminine energy coming to love the masculine, like literally embracing the masculine, being comfortable with embracing the masculine. Does that make sense? Because like I said, it's not derogatory, it's not dirty, like nasty, making you feel icky. No, it's more of celebration. It's more of getting over past fears, upsets, traumas. It's more, like I said, it's a celebration of the divine feminine celebrating the divine masculine. It's a loving, wonderful energy. That's what I get from this card. Every time we pull it, I was like, oh, yeah. So especially with you, with not having much experience in this realm, this is a good card to get, because this guy is going to be, like I told you in the past, going to be really safe, a really good person to teach you things, and you're going to really come into your own and really embrace stuff, because they're going to be your safe place, and you're really going to like find out like what you like and what you don't like, and it's going to be a beautiful thing. So let's see what else. What else is your sex like? Queen of Fire. So we got like a picture of a female laying on her stomach, and it looks like it could be her, but it looks like somebody massaging her down there. There's people out in the distance kind of watching the moonlight. So it's almost like voyeurism, but not. So what I got immediately when I saw the people in the background is maybe eventually like watching porn together. I'm not saying you'd invite like literal people into your bedroom, but maybe, you know, watching a dirty movie together would be fun for you two. But I definitely got, with looking at her, okay, what came to mind is he is going to awaken you. He's going to touch you and caress you. Literally, okay, this is cock worship, penis, phallus worship, divine masculine worship. this to me is divine feminine worship, where he is going to really work your, I'm sorry, I'm gonna be dirty, your clit. He's going to really get you off. Like, he's gonna awaken you to vaginal stimulation, clitoral stimulation. Like, he's just gonna go crazy, but in a good way down there. Like, he's gonna show you what it means to be a woman, the divine feminine. This is really great. It's kind of like the counterpart part. I mean, because like she's in ecstasy. Like, again, I can't tell if those are her hands or somebody else's, but she's on her stomach in ecstasy, letting the hands work at their magic on her female parts. And I just really feel that he's really going to awaken you. Like, he's gonna have magical fingers, let's put it that way. And it's gonna be a really wonderful experience for you. Not only like a physical release, it's gonna be kind of like a spiritual release as well. It's gonna be intense, but in a good way. So you're gonna have playfulness in this, but I feel like there's also gonna be a lot of healing, a lot of, like I said in that one reading, a lot of sexual, I don't know if you picked that one, but a lot of sexual healing for sure. A lot of healing traumas through sex. Okay, let's see what else. Let me keep shuffling. Let me shuffle. So what is going to happen in her romantic life with her husband? What is the message of her and her husband? What is their marriage going to be like? 28. I need you to tell me what to do. So again, this goes with a couple different things. So not just sex, but like I told you before, that this whole trust, pay attention to the red flags and give your relationship a chance. When I talked about how you need to tell them like if you run into any issues, you need to say exactly what you need to say in order to be heard and to get the answers you need to get. I need you to tell me what to do. Okay, and not in a derogatory, like mean, what's the word controlling. Not in that kind of like abusive, controlling way. There's that. So there's that aspect of, I need you to tell me what to do. And then in the bedroom, when he awakens you sexually, you're going to find your voice. You're going to figure out exactly what you like and what you don't like. You already know what you like and what you don't like right now, but you need to tell him exactly what you like, and vice versa. You'll have to tell him, hey, tell me exactly what you like, so I'll do it. Because that's a part of like having a healthy, intimate relationship, is there's that open communication. Because I mean, there's that fun aspect of exploring and figuring out what you both like, but like at the end of the day, it's really like, what the hell do you like? I want to make you happy, so tell me what you like and I'll do it. You know, I might do a little, my own spin to it, but let's do it. And it could be also, you guys are into domination. That might, again, not necessarily a scary thing, because domination, being tied up, tied down, dominated, can be a lot of fun. Okay, it kind of goes with this card as well, because like she's being chased. Can have like the whole master-slave energy, and again, not negative. Does that make sense? So that's what's going on in the bedroom. Okay, what time is it? Okay, so we got a couple more minutes. Let's pull from, I got this new to me, archetype deck. So let's see, what's like the archetypal energy of this marriage? What is the archetypal energy of this marriage? So again, I will channel what comes up to me, through me, about the card, and then I'll look it up, because I like their definitions of stuff. Because sometimes I'm really like right on, and other times I get kind of like the general feel. Because neither I'm not wrong, and it's not, you know what I mean? Like, there's truth in both interpretations. Because I'm getting channeled messages when I look at the images of this, and what I say, the person, like you, need to hear. But then also when I look in the book, those are messages that also need to be heard as well. So we both are right. The book and I are both right. These are the things that need to be said. But what is the archetypal energy of this marriage? What is the archetypal energy of this marriage? Okay, we'll just take the one. We'll put the bridge. So what comes to me is immediately communication, meeting in the middle. Two people coming together, sharing their, like literally, like they're sharing their energy, bridging the gap. Yeah, the bridge. Bridging the gap, bringing energies together, unifying, building something stronger, which is good. Okay, let's see what else this would have to say. The bridge. And again, like, I love how this got Roman numerals, so it's 30, what is it? I have to get better about how to read Roman numerals. 38, 139. Bridges are built to connect two worlds. They create flow, allowing us to travel between realms, ideologies, and personalities. This archetype is a gesture of acceptance, of saying yes rather than withdrawing, separating, and saying no. When we cross a bridge to an unknown land, where's that card? Into the unknown. Confirmation. We are led magically to a new reality. We open up to otherness, healing, and communication. More confirmation are made possible. We enter a state of curiosity, wonder, and learning. The shaman, for example, creates a bridge between everyday world and the sacred. This card asks us to study the connections between the seemingly disconnected parts of our lives, relationships, ideologies, and histories. Remember that a bridge can't be forced. It must be made with love, or its structure will not withstand the inevitable weather of life. Acceptance, magic, and communication. So exactly what I said before. So this relationship, this marriage that you'll have, you two are going to come together and really, you both are going to bring a lot to the table. And when you two like have your powers combined, are really going to be really strong, and will be able to weather the storms that will come your way. I mean, because that's just life. There's going to be good times, there's going to be tough times. That's just life. But when you two are together, you guys will be able to face it, to face whatever hardships come your way. So that's really great. I love that energy of that card. Let's just see what's at the bottom. Just for shits and giggles. The Temple. This is 39. I think. 39, let's see. The Temple. This is kind of cool. Okay. Before I get into this, so the whole thing is the Temple. So I did mention like divine masculine and divine feminine. This marriage is going to be like the bridging of these two energies together, because you guys have gone through so much separately. You're going to guys know the sacredness of this union, of this connection, because you guys have both been through a lot and you waited a long time to find each other. So there's this whole sacred energy about it. So that just came through. Let's read what it says. When we think of the temple, we often envision an architectural structure in a far-off land. We are quick to distance ourselves from the sacred, assuming we must expend much effort in order to arrive there. Yet, the temple is a universal and omnipresent energy, accessible in the highest and lowest, richest and poorest of places. Visiting the temple might be as simple as stepping into the dappled light of the forest, slowly and sensually kissing a lover, or closing your eyes to travel inward. This card is a call to re-examine what you pay homage to and what you reject. What do you spend your time worshiping? Your phone, money, material goods? What barriers do you draw between yourself and the sacred? Perhaps there's room on your altar for something new, something surprising. Offer it to the heavens. So my friend Joanna. This reading is confirmation. Okay, so I also just saw the bridge coming together. Okay. Trying something new. Okay, I feel like with this whole bridge thing, you could leave your desert period of your life and cross over to something more bountiful. But you're going to have to go through like a storm at first. And I don't mean to, like, it's not to upset you, it's not to scare you. But with any change, there's going to be some upheaval of some sort. But it's temporary. It will not last forever. It would only make you stronger and only make you more appreciative of wherever you get to next, of the journey, of the things you've learned, the experiences you experienced, and the people that have come along your way as teachers or as students. You know what I mean? But this is all about like past life, soulmate, a strong connection. It's about communication. It's about trusting. It's about saying what needs to be said. About making a choice, making a difficult choice, making an uncomfortable choice. But if you were to do it, the universe, God, everyone is going to support you. Okay, because you're going to take a risk. If you want things to change, you need to take that healthy risk. You're going to be supported, okay? I know that your actual support right now is very limited, but I feel like if you were to make this change, whatever it may look like for you, people will fall away, but new people will come forward. And that's when you'll get your whole sense of community, or a better sense of community, a healthier sense of community, friends, the companionships. And then we have the whole celebration, the abundance, the security, the emotional security that you've been wanting, okay? And your sex life is going to be good, okay? It's going to be fun, it's going to be playful, it's going to be intense, it's going to be nice. It's just going to be good. You got commitment, you got going into the unknown. But you have to realize it's not all going to be like unicorns and rainbows and cupcakes and Henry Cavill. You know what I mean? Like, it's not. You can focus on those things when you're going through your storm moment. That's for sure. Because I look at him when I'm going through a hard time. Anyway, yes. I look to him for inspiration and be like, oh, he's so pretty, just to lift me up. But anyway, God, he's hot. But anyway, it's neither here nor there. But yeah, when you're going through these hard times, it's temporary. But I feel like you're at this pivotal place in your life. You're at this dry desert period. And you're so desperate. You're looking forward, like she's looking off over here. And there's like huge cactus. But that's not really an oasis. I mean, what comes up is, yes, it's not an oasis, but it's life. It's not far in the it's not far at all. It's actually not that far. Look at, she's right here. And these two huge cactuses are here. what came through was a man and a child. I don't know what that why that just came through. So maybe this guy is a dad already, and that just came through. So this breath of life, in this desert, there's cactus. There's two, or cacti, I don't know how you say it. But anyway, there's a bigger one and a small one, and I just felt like parent-child. So like I told you before, you might be a mom. You might be a stepmom, but you'll be a mom. I don't know. That just came through. Who knows? But it's looking good for you. It's just you need to make the choice. You need to do the inner work. You need to make the decisions. You need to make the change. Because these cards are telling you can go this, you can keep doing what you're doing, or you can do something completely freaking different. You'll be supported by the universe, by God, by your ancestors, by your angels, by your spirit guides, and do something completely different and create the life that you wanted or that you want. So I hope this went well. I'm going to try to upload this and send this to you tonight so you can watch it. Anyway, thank you so very much, and I will talk to you later. Ta-ta for now. Bye.